Good evening, everyone. Jai Shri Mataji. Okay, so let's raise the Kundalini and put ourselves in Bandhan. So we'll start, we'll say the mantra to Sri Ganesh just one time. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesh Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. We keep our attention at the Muladhara chakra and on our connection with the earth and the earth element. Now let's put our right hand on the ground, left hand towards Mother's photograph. And we'll say the mantra to Sri Mahakali Bhairava. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Mataji, please cleanse our collective left side, the collective left side of the United Kingdom. Let joy be our only emotion and love emanate from our hearts to all the people of this land. Say the mantra to Sri Nirmala Vijaya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Vijaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Vishnu Maya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Maya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shmataji, please remove the collective guilt of the Sahajyogis in the UK. So let's go back to the Swadhisthana, the left Swadhisthana. You say the mantra again. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Vidya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Mother, please establish the collective pure knowledge amongst the Sajogis of the UK. Then let's put a hand on the back agya. Say the mantra to Shri Mahaganesh. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahaganesh Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. O Divine, please forgive any mistakes we have made, knowingly or unknowingly. Mother, please release the Sahajogis of the UK from all the conditionings of the past, from this country. Okay, now we raise the left hand and we'll clear the right side. Say the mantra to Shri Maha Saraswati Hanuman. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Maha Saraswati Hanuman Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Mother, you are the doer, and you are the enjoyer. Whether it is the individual doing or collective, you are the one who does everything. So please cleanse this right side. Please take out all the heat and overactivity from this right side. Cool it down. Say the mantra to Sri Raja Lakshmi, Sakshat Sri Chandrama. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Raja Lakshmi, Sakshat Shri Chandrama, Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Father, you are the royal dignity within us. You are the one who solves all the problems in the family and financially, the problems in us as individuals and collectively. Say the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Mataji, we collectively bow to you and surrender our ego at your lotus feet. Please bring humility to all the Sajogis of the UK and to the people of the United Kingdom. You know, put our right hand on the top of the head, Sahasrara. Massage the scalp a little. say the last of Shrimati's three great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Okay, I'm going to play a video. It's one of the recordings from the 21 days program. It's the one that was for the heart chakra. And I watched several of the presentations, and this one, I don't think I've ever had such a deep meditation when I listened to this one. I don't know whether it was just on that day, the way things were in the world, or with all the people that were there, but I thought it would be nice to see it again. If you didn't watch the 21 days, they always start with the foot soak. So he will mention the foot soak, putting your feet in the foot soak and so on. Obviously, we just ignore them. Now I have to go in another room to share, so I'll just be in.
Is actually taking care of everything. You can see on the diagram, the chart of the, exactly. So you've gone through the Muladhara chakra, the Swadhisthana, the Nabi, and now today we're going to do the heart. The center is the center of, and especially the center of the heart, is the center of security, and the center of where we become fearless and doubtless. Actually, we have to recognize that this motherly energy, this kundalini, which is within us, is actually taking care of everything for us, we can say. So what do we have to fear of? What doubts do we need to have, really, when we know and understand that this motherly energy that we are connecting ourselves to is, acting within us, is rising within us, is cleansing our chakras, purifying them, and bringing us in a state of meditation, in a state of peace, in a state of awareness of ourself. So really, what do we need to fear? What do we need to doubt? We should understand that we are on the right path, right? That this mother energy takes care of things for us on a subtle level, obviously. But accompanied with this, we also need to have a sense of responsibility for ourselves, right? We cannot with the fearlessness and doubtlessness comes also a sense of responsibility that we have to develop, which is actually related to our right heart. So, and this is the center of responsibility, really. And what do we mean by this, really? Is to understand that we have to be responsible of ourselves, which means we have to, keep a good life. We have to be humble. We have to take responsibility of ourselves. And that doesn't just come like this, the sense of responsibility. It's related also to our left heart, which is on the left-hand side, which is related to our physical heart as well. This is where the spirit within us resides. And so this is what we are meditating for in reality, is to become our true self. And what is this true self, really? This true self is what we are in essence, which is the pure spirit. Yes, we are this body. We have a body, we have a mind, we are thinking. But in reality, what is there behind it? And it is the spirit that is within us. And thanks to this meditation, we actually get closer and closer to connecting ourselves to this pure spirit within us. But what does that do, really, to become the spirit? It's only when we become the spirit that we can actually feel this joy that we've been talking about during these past few days. This joy that comes from within us, that manifests from our heart. But it's also when we become the spirit that we actually gain access to the feelings of love, which is directly related to our physical heart, And so to become the spirit is to actually gain access to this unconditional love. But how does that happen, really? Again, it doesn't happen just like that, obviously. So what actually happens is when we meditate, is that this Kundalini energy within us actually rises from the bottom of our subtle system up till the very top, piercing through all our chakras up to our Sahasrara, which is the top of our head. Actually, in the center of this Sahasrara chakra, in the center of the top of our head, is where the heart chakra is also represented. Just like it's represented in our pinky fingers on our hands, it's also represented on the very center of the top of our head. And so as this motherly energy, this Kundalini, rises during our meditations and pierces through this center of the top of our head, as it's the heart, it's related to our heart, where the spirit resides. And that is how this joy, that is how this unconditional love manifests. That's how we can manage to perceive it, because that is the goal. The Almighty, if we can say, has unconditional love for all of us, for the world, but we do not perceive it. So how do we perceive it? Is by actually awakening this energy and then unblocking our spirit and feeling this unconditional love and joy. And this is what I propose to you to try and experience during this program of today. And to begin so, we can prepare ourselves for the foot soak. So I know you all have buckets and you're ready. For the time, let's keep both our hands with our palms open just open on our legs, on our knees. Let's close our eyes, bring our attention at this very present moment, trying to forget whatever has been said, whatever we have done today, or whatever we have to do later. Really coming to this present moment. And let's start by raising our Kundalini, like you have learned, with the circular motion of our right hand around our left while rising. And we do 1 knot. Let's do this with all the attention on what we are doing. We do a 2nd time. And we do 2 knots this time. And let's raise our Kundalini for the 3rd time. And we do 3 knots. Now let's give ourselves a bandhan, the 7 half circles around us, with all our attention. So this is 2. 5, 6, and 7. And let's always keep our palms open. Let us give this circular motion clockwise to the water in our bucket, giving it our attention. We're actually vibrating the water. We're preparing the water for our foot soak by doing this circular motion with our right hand. And now, with our both hands open on our laps, we can put our feet in the foot soak. Let's close our eyes. Let's first of all bring our attention to our breathing. Let us very naturally inhale through our nose, without forcing, very naturally. Let's keep the air within us still, and very naturally release it through our mouth. It should be as if we are not breathing at all. We can do this a few times. And already now we should be feeling that our attention is stable. Let us start by putting our right hand in the center of our chest, where our anahata is. Anahata is the Sanskrit word for the heart chakra. And here, with humility, let's ask to our Mother Kundalini, "O Mother, please remove all my fears. Please remove all my doubts. Please remove all the obstacles blocking my center heart, not allowing me to be my true self. Oh Mother, please make me fearless. Please make me doubtless. Can bring our right hand down on our lap and place our left hand on our heart, on our right heart. Oh Mother, you are the responsibility within me. You are the doer of everything. You are the enjoyer of everything. Oh Mother, I do nothing. It's important here to express sort of humility and sincerity. We all wish to live a righteous life. And so we move to our left heart with our right hand. Oh Mother, I am not this body. I am not this mind. I am not these thoughts. I am the pure spirit. Oh Mother, Please remove all the obstacles, not allowing me to feel this unconditional love and joy. And with our attention, let us raise it up and place the palm of our right hand on the top of our head, pressing gently and massaging our scalp clockwise. O Mother, please establish my self-realization. Please open my Sahasrara. Please help me achieve thoughtless awareness. Let's gently bring down our right hand on our lap. Keeping our attention on the very top of our head. Allowing this Kundalini to work within us. We can now end this foot soak by watering our feet with a jug of water, and we can just quickly wipe them and leave the bucket where it is. And let's maintain our attention for this next part. We're going to watch and listen an extract of a talk given by Shimataji, who is the founder of Sanj Yoga. Let's maintain this state of meditation with our hands open and our attention inside.
The first power that you get is that your awareness becomes collectively conscious. That you can feel another person on your fingertips. That means you become absolutely aware. Like I went today to Mexico. I could feel the whole country. I knew about it before, but my attention was not so deeply there. I could feel the whole country has a very bad left side problem. And the left side problem is affecting even this area. And the left side problem, you can feel it very clearly that your left side becomes heavy and you feel the heat in all your centers. So you start feeling the atmosphere, the country, the people, an individual and yourself. So you know the problem of a particular place. I mean, you may not feel that much in the beginning. You may just feel yourself to begin with. Then you start feeling others. So thus the awareness grows more and more. In the central nervous system you start feeling the problems of other people, your own problems. But it is not that you feel them as something which is painful or troublesome, but you feel them as little heat or sometimes little pain, very little, as if you are recording it like a barometer. And when that happens, you want to get rid of it, as if they are your own problem. And if you know how to get rid of it, you can do it. That's what I was doing. And that's how I'm late. Something on the collective. If you are working on something, you want to finish the job. And then you want to attend to another. Don't want to leave something half done. For human beings, it is difficult in the beginning because from human awareness you are rising to superhumanness, or you can call it to super awareness, into a subtler awareness. So first the awareness is gross and then your awareness becomes subtler. But with that, you do not feel in any way uncomfortable or upset, because you become extremely powerful, such power of compassion that you don't feel anything, no pain, no problems. The illusions disappear completely. There is no more illusion in the mind. Like people say that when you face something, you are filled with greed or lust. But when your eyes become pure, there is no greed or lust. But what happens? That you start feeling the oneness with another thing, whatever it is, in a way that it is joy-giving. Like you see someone, an attractive person, there is no sensation of baser feelings for that person. But the sensation just disappears and you start feeling the joy of the creation of that person or the thing. Like in Mexico, people have made so many things with hand. If you watch them, you might think how much it will cost, what will be the price, who has made it. But if there is no thought, then you see something which looks very joyous, because you can feel the vibrations. And you know somebody has made it who might have been a realized soul, who might have been a very great devotee of God, might have been a person who must have thought that this is your creation, O God. Such a person might have made with that feeling which is to be gratified, and you feel that we should take it. The matter has only one capacity, that it gives joy in giving to others so that you can express your happiness into it. So you become very subtly aware of the matter, that you start understanding the matter, what it means and what is the use of a particular thing. In the same way, when you meet people, new people, absolutely never known, you know what are their needs, what problems they have, on a wider scale, on a collective scale, and also you know one simple thing, that there are people in Mexico who are seeking God, who are to be helped, who are to be given something that they want. They may not be so much aware of it, but we become aware of them. And a kind of a rapport of a very subtle type is established. And you get attracted towards other people, not through any lust or greed or any purpose, but in oneness with the joy that they have within themselves. The joy of the Spirit. You look at them and you feel this person is such a wonderful person. How do you know? You start feeling the cool vibrations in your hand from that person. And you just enjoy that person for that person's sake, not for anything, whether poor, rich, good looking, bad looking, doesn't matter. You approach the spirit of another person because you have become the spirit. People talk of big things, of organizing peace missions, this mission, that mission, to create a better relationship. All relationships which are at a gross level create problems, because there is some sort of a lurking selfishness behind it. But once it becomes a spiritual relationship, you just enjoy the other person without getting into any discussion about what is your gain, what is you are going to achieve through going nearer to that personality. Thus you become the receiver of the joy, like a lake which is rippleless, which is absolutely quiet and looks like a mirror. It reflects all that is created round it completely and emits complete joy of the creation. In the same way, the heart, which is filled with the light of the Spirit, reflects the complete joy of the creation of another person. Whatever it has in a subtle way, you enjoy it. Then the time you don't see. You go beyond time. You go beyond time. You are not bothered about time. Everything has got a proper time. And you start understanding that this is the time it was to be. You don't become a slave of time. You don't become slave of any habits. You don't become slave of any temptations. But you enjoy the complete freedom of enjoying the joy.
Okay, everyone. So let's finish by raising Kundalini again. Okay, good night and Jai Shri Mataji.